Hope you're ready. It'll be here any minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Bingo!
All right.
Follow the conductor!
This is the way.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
Jarvis, drop my needle.
Roger, Control. All status go.
Another happy landing.
Let's start the show.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Geek Conclave Mixtapes. I'm your host, Eddie Fergoso. So we're trying something a little new. I have a new border. For those of you who saw the last video or heard the last podcast, at the end of it, I teased like getting on and talking about Comic-Con with Tommy, Paul, and Will. We did try to do that, but my Mac took a dump, so that's why I'm now pretty much recording on my PC until I can build a better PC for 4K video and all that stuff. But yeah, just giving you a little heads up on that. Before I introduce my little brother, who I'm going to bring into the frame right now, I'm going to do some Podcast 101. So if you could please review the podcast, rate it on either Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, that's what it's called now. And what else did I put it on? I put it on Stitcher. I don't know if you can rate it on that, but Spotify, or even if you're just watching this YouTube video, if you could leave a comment, like it, don't like it, tell me what I need to do better on. It really helps me out trying to, grow the podcast any way which I can. As far as questions go, if you do want to email me a question, you can do so at geekconclave@gmail.com. What else? Let's see. I'm just going to talk right now. Jose, my buddy, did send me an email, and I am going to read it, but I'm going to read it on the next episode that I do with Paul and Tommy, just because it was kind of also addressed to them. So they're going to be on the next episode for sure, and we are going to cover Comic-Con, because like I said, we did do it before. We did the first day, and I did dress up like Burt Macklin, but unfortunately it got corrupted and it's lost, so there's that. But anyways, the topic today with my little brother is going to be the Avengers video game, and yeah, so let me introduce my little brother. He's going to come into the frame. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, what's up? Excited to be here.
Yeah, you're coming to us from down the hall.
Yeah, down the hall from you. It's gonna be good.
Hopefully it comes out good. So, excuse me. Sorry, the topic at hand is the Avengers game. So, just gonna give a little forefront on the Avengers game. So, it was teased last year. Well, actually, before that, right? Wasn't it 2018? They announced that they were going to.
Because I was still in high school when this happened. Yeah, it was, and all it was a cinematic.
But I'm asking you the year. It was 2017 or 2018?
I think it was 2017. I can double check.
As you can tell, I should have done research before we did this. But hey, it is what it is. So, anyways, but yeah, it was teased with a cinematic. I do remember it would have been the cinematic of just like a shield,
it was just
the hammer, but pretty much just the icons of the Avengers. And that's all it was teased as. So, just because Infinity War, Endgame, the MCU, most people assumed that it was going to be an MCU game. I guess I'm guilty of that as well. So last year at E3, when they finally announced it, it's not the MCU Avengers. As my buddy Tommy put it, it's the terrible cosplay Avengers. So yeah, that's pretty much the overall that it got. And then as it got revealed more and more, I mean, slowly people have been warming up to it, myself included. I'll be honest, I was critical of it on E3. Yeah, I know, but hey, it is what it is. I'm still excited. It's Avengers. It's Square Enix. I'm going to play it. I did play the beta that was a PlayStation only beta this past weekend. Next week, or this weekend coming up, it is for everybody, right? It's
everyone. PC,
Xbox, and PlayStation.
That's the pre-order. Still pre-order beta.
But it's still pre-order, and the open beta is the weekend after.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the little, I guess, what do you call it? Intro of it. So yeah, just how are we gonna break this down? So the characters that are in it, ironically, Hawkeye is not one of the original ones, as much as the people wanted. So much so that it was teased at E3 when they did do their intro. Someone in the crowd started a "Where's Hawkeye" chant, and unfortunately, they just ignored him and kind of went continuing with the press conference.
Our story begins at A-Day, as San Francisco celebrates the opening of the Avengers West Coast headquarters, and the team's custom helicarrier, outfitted with a strange experimental energy source. However, the day turns deadly when an attempt to steal this new technology results in massive destruction. Blamed for the tragedy, the Avengers are outlawed and our heroes disband.
5 years later, a horrific evil threatens the world, and our only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes. You'll play as your favorite Avengers in an all-new original story showcasing authentic Marvel heroism and humanity. It's about losing what matters to you most and fighting to get it back. Yeah! Yeah!
Most importantly, this is a story about self-acceptance in the face of adversity.
But as far as the game in itself, it hasn't been confirmed that it's a game reverse. If they're going to do that, people are rumored that it is supposed to be that because of the Spider-Man game for PlayStation, where he does say the Avengers are on the West Coast, which is what the premise of this game starts off as. They call it A-Day. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen that video of E3, the trailer, it pretty much just I guess was a little bit of gameplay footage for each Avenger that you kind of did in the beta.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what else before we cut to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I stress this enough, they're not meant to be the MCU, even though, like I was telling my little brother, Bruce Banner, the video game version, kind of looks like his attire is Mark Ruffalo's attire from the Avengers. Yeah. My little brother says he kind of looks like Edward Norton.
He kind of looks like Edward Norton. Yeah.
I guess, but I still see it like as a Mark Ruffalo ripoff.
His clothing, does seem like Mark Ruffalo. I just feel like with the face, it seems like it's trying to be Edward Norton. That's just me.
It is what it is. Before we jump to the trailer that got released last month, that was actually revealing the story, I'm gonna show that on here. So we're gonna talk about the cast for a second. So the cast of the game, it has some notable voiceover characters from previous video games. So for Black Widow, you have Laura Bailey. She played Abby in Last of Us 2 and was also Mary Jane Watson in the Spider-Man video game. So this is not her first time playing a Marvel character. You have Troy Baker as Bruce Banner. You may also know Troy Baker from the Last of Us series. He played Joel. And as far as Thor goes, I hope I don't butcher this pronouncing of his name, but it's Travis Willingham. He played Thor before in Avengers Assemble for Marvel before, so this isn't the first time he's voiced Thor. But fun fact, he's actually Laura Bailey's husband, so wonder how he got the job. And then Nolan North will be doing Iron Man. So Nolan North has been in he's Nathan Drake. What else has he done?
He's now the Ghost in Destiny.
He's done for Lego DC. He was Superman. Let's see what else here. Well, it's just going off his IMDb profile. But yeah, that's the who gonna be playing Iron Man. And then Sandra Sad is Miss Marvel. She's gonna be playing Kamala Khan. Her notable things that she's done: she was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. She played Nadia. So I haven't played that game. Yes, I know. Blah blah blah. I'm not a Call of Duty guy, but I haven't played that. She also was Pepper Potts in Rage, which came out last year, and she was in Fallout 76. She was Repo, and that's pretty much what she's done for video game stuff that I can see from IMDb. Hulk is a separate voice, just like he is in the MCU. Well, he was in the MCU. Now it is completely Mark Ruffalo, but before it was Lou Ferrigno, and then Edward Norton played Bruce Banner, and then Lou Ferrigno did Hulk up until, I want to say, Thor Ragnarok, and then it was Bruce Banner. It's Mark Ruffalo going forward. Well, you know what I mean, bro. Yeah. So they're doing the same thing with the video game. So it's Darren DePaul that will be playing Hulk. Darren DePaul has he's the voice of Reinhardt for Overwatch, and then he also was in the Spider-Man game. He was J. Jonah Jameson's voice, and then in Shazam the movie he was Sin. So fun fact on that, I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
And then Captain America will be played by Jeff. I hope I say your name right. Jeff Shine or Sheen. I don't know.
I think Shine's right.
And as far as his notable stuff, he's in The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. He plays Javier. In Resident Evil 3, he's Carlos Oliveira. Disintegration, he's Romer Shaw. Disintegration. What is that? That comes out. Already did come out. Yeah, I probably should have looked double this up before we started. But yeah, that's pretty much from notable stuff that he's been. As far as he was in Just Cause 4. He's also in Red Dead Redemption 2. He was just local pedestrian voices. He's been in Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty World War II. Yeah. So, he was in Mafia 3. He's Danny Burke. He also I guess was in Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens Lego game, and he was in Lego Dimensions. He's Adam Maitland. He does a lot of video game stuff. He's a Wolfenstein. You get the picture. So these people know what they're doing. So yeah, that's the cast. Anything you have to say, Mondo? That you?
I mean, I think all the voices are fine. I think Troy Baker and Nolan North, everyone is just going to do a great job. I mean, I like the way Travis Willingham sounds as Thor. I think he sounds kind of like Hemsworth a little bit, at least as close as you can. I mean, I know they're not trying to replicate that, but I mean,
are they? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, but I think that's kind of the standard for Thor now. I think if you picture Thor, you just kind of think of that accent, which I mean, that's always been that actually, because he's from Asgard, so Norse mythology. So I think they're doing a great job. Personally, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna look again and see. So from what I'm seeing here, I guess they all have done stuff for the Spider-Man game. So Travis Willingham also did Wilson Fisk, is what I'm looking here. But I'm checking because that Thor does sound familiar, like the tone of it. So I know he's been in Avengers Assemble. It looks like he's played him in pretty much most incarnations. So yeah, he's in Marvel's the VR, Marvel's Power, Marvel Superheroes. I'm gonna check and see if he played Thor in Marvel Ultimate Alliance, because they pretty much sound similar.
Well, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is not the same. It's not Travis Willingham.
No, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. The first one.
No, I'm just saying. But, here we go. It is not. No, it is not him. It is Cam Clark.
Well, so much for that. All right. But yeah. So my little brother found it out. He is not.
Travis Willingham.
It's not
But,
Travis
I mean,
Willingham, but
they all sound somewhat.
they also have that similar sounding Norse Scottishness. Is that a word? Anyways, so I'm sorry, it's late. The computer, like, we had to set this up, and it took a little longer than expected. I worked an 8-hour shift. I'm a little tired, so I apologize if I start to ramble. But anyways, we're going to show the story trailer now. So I'm going to play the story trailer for me and my little brother. And here we go. We're going to play it. See, it has the Marvel logo like the old
When
movies.
I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm. I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the raw power of that beast. A few months later, while hunting, the adolescent cub turned on me. We're fixing the damage the Avengers did all those years ago. Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous. It's lethal. You are lucky to be alive. Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help you.
I'll take my chances. What if the Avengers were set up? I think you should see for yourself.
See? Looks like Mark Ruffalo.
I still think it's kind of like Edward Norton.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
This better be good.
He totally locked Cap in the reactor room and then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a...
You all completely lost your senses.
What? Where were you while the world went to hell?
This is our fault. All of ours. You really think the world is better without us? Yes. See, it's always been your problem. Running from who you are, what you are. I'm warning you.
This is exactly what Tarleton wants!
You struggle against the unstoppable tide of progress, Avengers. Power cannot be controlled. It has to be destroyed. I will rid the Earth of superpowers, even if it has to end with me.
It's just got a whole lot weirder.
So that was the Avengers story trailer. The villain is MODOK. He's the main villain. But you said how many villains did you say that you can play as?
On the beta, when you have like a collection thing, it said 9. So I'm assuming, I don't know if they're gonna be mini bosses or like main villains or so, but it said 9. So I'm assuming there's 9 villains, 9 bosses.
Cool.
From what I'm assuming.
So far, like what we know, I know MODOK, Abomination was in it.
Yeah. Taskmaster
was in the beta. I played against, well, everybody. If you play the beta, you fight him.
Yeah. Abomination's actually in the beta too.
Oh, cool. So yeah, I mean that's just I guess, well, yeah, it was just a story trailer. From the trailer, it doesn't really look like you get to play as Captain America. So, spoiler, if nobody wants to hear it, I guess he dies, or it's assumed that he's dead. It is the game flashes back. So in the beta, it's 5 years before the actual events of the game. Does that make sense? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's A-Day, and then after A-Day, it's 5 years after, and Captain America's dead. Avengers are like not seen as good
guys. Yeah.
So I guess they're kind of like outlawed, kind of like I'm trying to think. I guess kind of like in Civil War with the
Soviet Accords.
Yeah, I'm tired. I can't think of the names.
I got you.
But yeah, so it's, I guess, I know, again, we're not supposed to be comparing it to MCU, but it's going to happen.
I mean, it's, it's what's big. And I think it doesn't help either that they didn't go with the comic booky look of the Avengers. They went with more of the realistic type, which is like how the MCU took it, kind of.
Yeah. They haven't confirmed other skins yet, right?
No, they have. Yeah, they're in the trailer you can see Thor's classic comic book look. I think Captain America has his. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. And then they have classic Iron Man. Yeah, they have all those, but the main like appearance obviously is not.
I'm trying to think what else. No, but I'm saying, did they? I know that they don't want to focus it as MCU, but
yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have
MCU skins.
I don't know.
Because they have. I mean, Marvel does that with a couple other games. Like there's a mobile game I play called Future Fight. I'm very embarrassed that I actually have put money towards that game because for the longest time I did not do that with mobile games. But when the Infinity War stuff came out and the skins and everything, that's where they got my money. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have them in there because they did it with Spider-Man too. They put his Infinity War skin and they put the Infinity War and Spider in there. So I'd imagine they're gonna have it in some way.
It would have to be. As far as the two officially revealed characters, that's for everybody DLC wise. The original Ant-Man, Hank Pym, was revealed at E3, and there's a little trailer for that.
Damn it! Progress, Hank!
I have a plan, but it's risky.
Hank, that doesn't look ready.
Come on, Tony, live a little.
Unbelievable. It worked.
It's sort of cute when they're small.
Ah, didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.
Don't know if he's gonna have his Ant-Man suit like the old school Ant-Man, or if they'll make it a different looking suit. But don't know if Scott Lang will be in it. It might be and there might be a way to get Scott Lang. It's all up in the air as far as that goes. So the other character that was announced officially DLC-wise was at their last War Table in July. Ironically, the one that everybody asked for in the beginning. Where's Hawkeye? Well, he's DLC. So he has his own little teaser trailer. We're going to play that right now.
To any surviving Avengers, should we lose the fight ahead of us? Should everything be lost? Then know this. The key to saving our future lies in the past.
Clint? Well, I guess that explains the shock arrow. And the bow. And the sea of emotions.
Cool. So, I wonder if they're gonna have their own separate stories, like when you download the DLC, like how it says the beginning for any surviving Avengers. I wonder if that means like you're gonna get to have like your own side missions to know where they've been within the 5 years.
I'd imagine so, because I mean they're doing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's because they're not going to go with the comic. I don't think it's going to be like comic book kind of accurate kind of thing, because that's not.
Well, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, I'm saying.
No, I see what you mean. It's like they have it like what has he been doing in the past 5 years since the Avengers?
Well, yeah, no, but I meant like for each character it would make sense so that it feels like an exclusive mission. I don't think from what I mean, I could be wrong. I hope I'm not, but from the DLC drops, I hope it's just not insert character here. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean.
You like where they actually.
It's not just like, oh, it's like character came out. There's no mission for it. It's just
Yeah, it's not like how Mortal Kombat drops the characters and you just get to play it as them.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that from what that sounded like, it sounds like you'll get an exclusive mission with them. I'm pretty sure like you can just insert them, but I'm pretty sure like they would get like their own mission so you can understand what's going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I don't think they're just gonna just drop them in there because they did say that they were gonna do some stuff for the DLC characters and stuff.
So the other character that is, he I guess he's official, but he's not for Xbox or PC. He will solely be for PlayStation, and it's really no surprise because they own him. So Sony had said that he would be. My little brother sent me the article, but I didn't read it, so
I have it up. It's fine.
So now I have it up too, so I'm reading it. So it's just a history, bro.
No, if you go, it's the last two bottom articles. A sensational sense of style, and then a sensational celebration. Really good.
So this is what the article says at the bottom. I'm going to read the last two paragraphs. It's never been a better time to be a Spider fan. The team at Crystal Dynamics, along with our partners, are overjoyed that we get to be a part of this hero's gaming journey. We can't wait for you to add Spider-Man to your Marvel Avengers roster in early 2021. And as we've promised before, he will be available at no additional cost to owners of the best game exclusively on PlayStation. Damn. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy playing Marvel's Avengers when it launches on PS4 on September 4th, 2020, and comes to PS5 later this holiday. Cool. So yeah, he's just been announced. Depending on what he ends up looking like, if he ends up looking like the Spider-Man from the PlayStation game, then there's...
I'd imagine he have a skin. I don't think so, though, because it even says in the article, it says it's not enough that Spider-Man plays like he should. He also needs to look like he should. That's why they said when going through the process of conceptualizing his suit, we went back to the beginning. Steve Ditko set the standard with his Spider-Man design, so they're probably going to do something similar to it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's fine, the costume, because he has the original costume in the Spider-Man game. But what I'm saying is, like, when he takes off the mask and his Peter Parker looks like the Peter Parker from that game, then it would just drive that they are doing the Gamerverse. Which I think would be cool, because as far as video games go, I don't really think it's been done.
No, and I mean, they'd make a lot of money doing that. So. But I think it's cool. But I mean, like, this has been happening for years. You know, it's not like, and I think everyone's just upset because it is Spider-Man and it's not like Hawkeye or something. But it's been happening for years. You know,
what are you alluding to?
Console exclusive character.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Well, I mean, it's just because it's Marvel, so Spider-Man for the longest time is like their Mickey Mouse. He was up until, MCU, and now you can kind of argue that Iron Man and Captain America became the faces of it. Yeah. Pretty much the Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the beta goes, how far did you get in the beta?
So obviously I played the beginning, and then I went through the mission after that, which is Ms. Marvel and Hulk, and then after that, I believe you just unlock the kind of multiplayer part, and so you get I played like one mission of those, which is the Warzone, I believe it's called. I played one mission of that, and then I kind of just stopped playing because I started playing other games, but I did do kind of the most in the beta, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I only played like the first 45 minutes because I had to go to work, and then I just got too busy to play it. That's why I will play the hell out of it this coming weekend. But as far as my gameplay, it was a little choppy for me, but it's a beta. I kind of expected that. Other than that, though, it was pretty fun. I would say fighting Taskmaster as Black Widow was pretty rewarding. I think my favorite character to actually play, though, was Thor. From the brief time that I played him, I liked throwing his hammer. It was pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, Hulk was cool. I like jumping as Hulk. Iron Man was whatever for me. He's probably like my least favorite, based off what I played on the beta. And then Captain America, I don't think it's fair. You don't really get to play as much as him, but he did play like Batman from the Arkham City games. Trying to think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't get very far in the beta, so I think the next thing I would have gotten was the Hulk and Kamala Khan.
Yeah, you would have played as Kamala Khan. She's okay. You know, I mean, she's kind of like, I guess, how if they did like a Mr. Fantastic type thing, that's kind of how she plays. It's just, you know, she just stretches out her limbs. One of her abilities is she goes like somewhat kind of tall and just kind of like hits everyone. She was okay to play as. Not my favorite. My favorite probably was Captain America with the short time you get to play. He was really cool. Thor, then Hulk, then probably Iron Man. Black Widow, just because she's my least favorite, just because like it's, you know, it's mainly just guns kind of with her. Well, I don't know. I didn't play as her in the Warzone stuff. I know there's probably more stuff to her, but I didn't really play as her much.
When you fought Taskmaster, I liked how she used her like the grappling hook and the whip.
Yeah,
and
that was
stuff
pretty
like
cool. That was pretty cool.
So, yeah, we'll see. I hope that's not the only time you fight Taskmaster. I'm hoping he pops up a couple times during the game.
I hope so too. It'd be kind of a waste just to use him in that beginning and then never use him again. From what I played though, it is something that I'm pretty glad. It seems like the bosses are going to have a little bit of different mechanics so far, is what it seems. With Taskmaster, how you had like, you know, the first phase was him on like or her on top of the bridge, and you could dodge him, and then he came down and you had the grappling hook. It was the same thing with Abomination. It was different. It wasn't just like, here's a boss and just like fight them. You know, that you could do some other stuff. Like there was containers around Abomination that you could choose to hit that would damage him a lot more than just straight up like fighting him and everything. So it does seem like the bosses are going to have different like kind of variations and stuff, and not just have like, it's just like a bigger health bar.
Universal, yeah.
And yeah, so
yeah.
that
Well,
seems pretty cool.
I mean, this, like you said, this game's been in development for a while, so
yeah,
I'm hoping it doesn't disappoint. It's pretty much all you can really say. As far as characters go, I mean, you pretty much know who I want to be in it if he can be in it, but who else would you want in the game?
Black Panther would be pretty cool. I think Black Panther would be really cool to play as. Doctor Strange, I think, would have some really cool mechanics. Seeing what they've done with everyone. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably like the big ones that I really want in there. I know obviously you want Star-Lord.
Obviously, but I don't think the Guardians of the Galaxy would be in it. As far as like the regular Avengers, I would be cool with Black Panther, Doctor Strange. I'm trying to think who else, like, I'm pretty sure maybe War Machine would end up being in there.
Probably.
Bucky.
Yeah. If they could, X-Men would be pretty sick.
I just don't. Well, I mean, they own the rights to them too, but I don't know
if they could do it. I mean, if they were gonna bring in anybody, I feel like it would be Wolverine.
No. Well, I feel like if they're gonna do X-Men, they do it traditionally, so it probably would end up being for sure Scarlet Witch, because she's considered an Avenger.
That's true. Well, I feel like she might just be in there anyway.
And Quicksilver, like, because they're technically both. So I think that they're like the way to bring in the X-Men without bringing in the X-Men, but I don't know. There's a lot of characters they could bring. It's all a matter of really who. So I'm trying to think like the original Avengers.
And it's just, I wonder, because it seems like they're gonna do a lot of updates to this game. I don't think this game's gonna be going anywhere anytime soon. I wonder if they're gonna like kind of coincide releases with movies now. So like if like, you know, Doctor Strange 2, I wonder if they're gonna release Doctor Strange for the game. Like I wonder if they would do kind of cross marketing with that.
Well, if that's the case, then if they are gonna do it with games, so then there'd have to be an Eternal that would come for that, and then there'd have to be like Shang-Chi.
I mean that they could do that. I think that would help, just with both sides, honestly, in general, with that.
I mean, I know it's like kind of a, I guess Well, whatever. I mean, like, as far as, like, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, when that game came out, there were certain Marvel characters I had no idea who they were. And that's when, like, I got introduced to, like, Moon Knight, because he looked like Batman, and I'm like, what the heck? So
I feel like Moon Knight would be pretty cool if they had him in here, because they have the Disney Plus series coming, so...
well, I think She-Hulk, that's the other one. I was going to say She-Hulk might be...
oh, yeah.
She might be it. I would say that now I can think. So probably the Defenders. You could probably say She-Hulk, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Elektra. I'd be freaking like if the Punisher was in there, but
that'd be pretty cool.
Or Ghost Rider. Like my characters that I want that are like probably too dark for it would be Ghost Rider, Punisher. I'd say Daredevil. Like Pipe Dream is Star-Lord, but I don't see the Guardians of the Galaxy really being in that unless they have some space pack.
They were in the new Marvel Ultimate Alliance, so I mean, there's a chance.
We'll see. I mean, they're popular, so it just depends. But as far as like if Thor's in there, like I wonder if Loki will be in it as an actual villain.
That's my thing too. Is I wonder if they are going to take the Marvel Ultimate Alliance kind of route and bring villains in for you to play as.
Because if that's the case, if they are going to do it, then I really would like the Fantastic Four to be in it.
Yeah,
that way.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom's a really good villain, and in video games, he's really fun to play against. So
I mean, I would like to see them do that. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I mean, it kind of seems like this is like Square Enix's version and Crystal Dynamics' version of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, like a kind of a modern day kind of Ultimate Alliance.
I could see that. I mean, we'll see. If there's a gamerverse that is really going to happen, it is also possible that there'll be a separate Fantastic Four game, separate X-Men game.
I mean, honestly, if they do that, they already have my money. So.
Well, they already have it anyway.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, bro. Like, I don't know what else you want to talk about on the game.
I don't know. I mean, nothing much. I mean, you couldn't really do much. Well, I mean, not free roam, but the roaming aspect of what you could do, because the levels weren't like cramped or anything. It wasn't like a kind of like the beginning, like the A-Day. It wasn't just, like a zoned in thing. It was, you actually kind of got to roam around a little bit in kind of somewhat big areas. So that was pretty cool. I like flying with Iron Man. That was really cool. Jumping with Hulk was really cool. I didn't do it, but Kamala Khan and Black Widow, they have like an Eastern Seaboard type area, so you go back to New York. They have light poles and everything. They can swing from there. The traversal was really cool. I think the traversal was something that was really cool. I mean, it's gonna be a good game in my opinion. I think it is gonna be really good. Combat might need a little work in terms of the camera. I don't know if you found problems with your camera.
Yeah, but it's a beta, so I'm hoping that gets fixed.
I'm hoping to. Yeah, because like you said, there were issues a little bit with my game where it did stutter a little bit. But like you said, it's a beta. I'm hoping that will be fixed. Yeah, I mean, it was a beta, so you can't really get much out of what they did give you, which was a lot of gameplay. But at the same time, when I was playing it, the reason I did kind of stop playing it was because I kind of felt like, okay, it is kind of the same thing, kind of with different areas. But I only played like 2 missions out of those war zones. So, but I liked what I played. I really did, and I'm excited for the game to come out. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's only a couple of weeks now, so. Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's really not much we can talk about, and it's getting late, and I'm getting tired, so I think we'll just end this episode. So with that, I'm going to let you go, bro, and I'm going to do the outro.
All right, man.
All right, see ya. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. Please like, review, rate, all that stuff. It really helps me out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. And thanks for watching / listening if you're just hearing it on one of the feeds. So have a good night guys. Bye.